Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over Cardano because there has been, I got some messages that was like, it's like alert, like Greg, it was like this. I'm just joking around, guys, a little bit. It's like alert, alert, Cardano going to 12 cents, alert, alert, something like this. And I was like, that's funny. I've been hoping Cardano would go to like at least 30 cents or 32 cents, and it hasn't done that yet. And now it's 12 cents. Look, here's the deal, guys. I'm going to let you know something. I think some of these folks, they see a bunch of red candles, they watch the media, the Fed meeting, and all they think is this is just going to go down, 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 down. So here's what I do. Let's walk through this and with a little bit of common sense. All right. Common sense at work right here. And go to the Cardano chart. So if somebody told me that, I'm going to walk through this. I'm going to make this as simple as I can for you guys to walk through this on this chart. Okay. For one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at Cardano, and I'm going to go to the top. I'm going to go, how far did it drop? 87%. Okay. It's 87% down to 41 cents. And now they're saying 12 cents. So let me check out 12 cents. Let me see what's down. Where's 12 cents? 21. 12 cents is, if I go to 12 cents flat, that will be right about right. Close enough right there. 96%. Is it possible? It is possible. Is it probable? Well, knowing that the chart data that I have, that it looks like Bitcoin's trying to form a bottom. Ethereum may have, Bitcoin may have some other indications with the DXY, the NASDAQ, the SPY, the SPX, they're kind of in question right now. I've got to suss out, see what's going to go on with those, but not likely, guys, in my opinion. The other thing is too, here on the weekly chart, you see this down here, all the way down there, guys. So I'm going to show you. So the weekly is all the way down there. It's taking everything out. Pretty much the lowest it looks like it's ever been. Now, are we out of the wood? Are you out of the woods yet with Cardano? Let's just put it right here. It doesn't look like it. What I would do is I would put on these two right here, just like so. And it doesn't look like it, guys. Looks like you need a little bit more to go, something like that, okay, on that RSI. So it looks like it's struggling to make it over there, all right? So that's the other thing that I would check. 12 cents right now would not even be, I wouldn't even entertain 12 cents because how deep the correction is. And like I said, I've been waiting for Cardano to go to 32 cents. And it's struggling to get down there because the momentum is so low all the way down here. So lots of selling went on. Nice deep correction. This is the pattern that I think that Cardano is doing. It's wave 1, 2. This is open for debate down here. Whether this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it could be, but I'm going with 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, making an ascending wedge, or what you would call a diagonal. This would be a leading diagonal, which a leading diagonal can have impulse moves in it, okay? There'd be a debate for what's going on down here with this. I made previous videos that's, like right here, you can see that it doesn't take it out. Doesn't look like it. So it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Either way, I expect a target for Cardano right beyond all-time highs of $2.90, what is that, 304 more or less, into that area, like right up in there, like that, okay? More or less something probably about as long as this right here, maybe a little bit longer, whatever that is. So let's say 300%, probably longer than that. I would say this wave, yeah, a lot longer, 7, 8, 9x or something like that. Potentially even higher for Cardano, okay? What I'm going to estimate. So what I'm going to do is we have a massive third wave right here. You can see here's your divergence, third wave peak fifth, and it was able to pull that one off, it looks like. So let's take a look at the this wave. I'll go with it, and Let's see if it can make 12 cents. You know, realistically 12 cents. Okay, now first off is that here's that third wave down here on the daily chart. You can see that peak. I've had an issue. I did have an issue with this right here, calling that a completed wave. Now, the first thing I got to say with this wave right here, this is a third, up for a fourth, and down for a fifth. It's getting awfully big to be part of all this, to have a wave, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and all of this is a 5. That is the issue that I have with it. Is it possible? It is possible. Is it probable? We're not going to know if it breaks that low. I'll get into that in just a second. Now, here's the other thing. If Cardano happens to break the low, it's probably going to easily stop right there, guys. Right at that spot. Right there at 38 cents. If it breaks through there, you could probably have a drop to 34 cents would be next. And then it's definitely going to have a stop probably in the 17, 18 cents area. But 12 cents, let's see, where is that? Yeah, 12 cents is down here. I don't know why 12 cents is coming up exactly. But these would be 17, 18 cents. You know, it's going to stop along these ways for sure. Okay. But so let's go over this correction. This right here is an ABC. You can see in through here on this daily chart, you see here's a bottom of a third wave right here, and you can see here's the bottom of a wave. You got divergence from this peak to this peak. So from this peak to this peak, there's obvious divergence or a slowing in momentum from here to here, lower in price, but the same in the RSI. So some 1, 2, probably 3, 4, 5. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, like in that area, something like that. Yeah. In that area. It's probably, is it a diagonal? No, it's not a diagonal. So a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there, just like that. So it's a nice, it went down a lot on that wave, actually, guys, quite a bit. Yeah, 76% on that, just that wave. It's not an ABC. I looked at it. It's not an ABC. It just has a flat move in there, making you think that's an ABC. And then you have your wave over here. Now you have another third wave peak. Okay, so here's a good thing you want to look at, and this is good for Cardano. So you have, this is where I'm telling you guys, let you guys know, is that you don't want to see, let's say it ended right there. Here's your 3-wave move. You see from that third wave to this third wave, you don't want divergence, and it took it out. So that's good. It took it out right there. If that was up here, then I would go, yeah, there's a possibility that Cardano is going to slip back around and go down some more. But it took out on this wave right here, it took everything out, which is good for Cardano. The only other, let's check this out, see if it's got any more downside potentially with the fib retrace, and it hit 786 on the nose. You know, that's unusual. That's why I had a low 30-cent target, just because of these areas. So, you know, you have to watch out for Cardano. You have to be careful of Cardano. It can come down. These would be the next areas I'd be looking at, guys. The low 30s, right in this area, just like this. This is the area. Before you start talking about 12 cents, you have to start talking about 30 cents, in my opinion. That's still a significant drop from there to there of about 35%. So you want to talk 12 cents, talk to me about 30 cents first, because I've been waiting for it to get to low 30s, and it doesn't seem to want to make that. So now we have an issue with this wave. I had an issue right here with that, and the issue is that you have a third wave peak and you have massive amounts of divergence. So is it done there, or is it completing it over here? Just don't know yet. Don't know yet. And let me take a look, run the fib on this wave. So you can see 1.618 on the third wave, hit it perfect. So is it fifth wave, a truncated fifth? See, that's the issue that I have with Cardano. And it could be a truncated fifth. It could be a bullish. That's a bullish signal. If that's a truncated fifth, That's bullish for Cardano, if you can believe it. That's a bullish signal. Normally that fifth wave should have been right down in this area, guys. Maybe even hit this area, low in that areas. Is it coming over to complete it? That's open for debate. Can I get 5 waves out of it? So it would start here. 1, 2. It looks like 3, 4, 5. And it looks like a diagonal. So 1, 2. No, that can't be a diagonal. 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. 4. You have to take a closer look at that. 1, 2. That would be the 3, 4. And maybe that's, no, it would be over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and it looks like, this is the area where it gets tricky. Can that be yeah, it can be. This can be an ending diagonal right here, guys. That's the deal right there. That's what that can be. That can be an ending diagonal. You can see here's a third wave peak. There's your divergence, and here's your first wave right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it made a diagonal. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reason I'm counting right here, that's the highest peak on the RSI. It looked like it went up on a flat and then swung back down 3 waves and 3 waves. It made a complex fourth wave correction in there. You can see. Okay, I checked that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it made a WXY, and it came down into that right here. And it just so happened to both of those just so happened. Look at that. Tagged them even. So either Cardano is a truncated fifth, or Cardano's got one last wave to do, guys, right here. Now, I've looked at this wave. This is where it's going to get open for debate. And I tried to look at this wave that Cardano did off the bottom here in a corrective wave. And the only ways would be a WX, potentially a Y, and it's doing a correction over here. Okay. More than likely, though, from a bullish point of view, is a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up for a 5, like so. And that's actually a nice looking diagonal, guys, and it fits for Cardano. Now, the other issue is over here in this correction. Okay. If this is an ABC, and it could be, or it might be done. If it's not, if this is all the fourth wave, so you have 1, 2, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or is it 3, 4, 5? If this is all 5, then Cardano's in for a haul. It's going to be in this area for a while. So it'd be A, back up for a B, and then down for a C. Probably test those lows, something like that, guys. Just going to have to let it suss itself out. If this is a corrective move, I'll keep going down. It looks like it's finished. And then also, too, how high did that went up in the RSI? Can it be a fourth wave? Or can it be, can it be ABC with a truncated C? It could be, guys. And then also, too, you want to take a look at the retracement on this. What did it retrace? That's another thing that you can check. Almost 90%. It came down there 90%. So this is tricky on Cardano, guys. It really is. Because if this is impulsive and it came back all the way here, almost 90% past 786, that is wave 2 territory. So, it's this Cardano's in a situation where, you can't know 100%. You can't know 100%. The line in the sand is 40 cents for Cardano. Is it going to dump? It could, but I don't see Cardano going to this 12 cents that I was alerted of. Because more than likely, if this is the wave, Cardano really needs to get back up here. For this wave right here, it really needs to get up there on this wave to make sense of it, to correct it farther down. So you're going to want to see on this wave alone, just this wave alone, Cardano should be at 382 and preferably 50%. Even off log, it hasn't even come close to 382. It's not even, it should be up in these areas. To say that this is going to go up much lower, it should be up here, guys. It really should, for that to get down there, in my opinion. So I think it actually, at this point, I mean, I wouldn't, if you're in it, obviously, you want to have a stop loss there at 40 cents. If you get in right here, which is probably, not a bad entry for maybe a run up to, say, it could easily, get up to 50 cents again if it gets beyond all-time highs again. Not all-time highs, those highs right there, you're looking at 38%. This is actually a good little place to be looking at a little run right here if you want to do a short trade on the long side. Personally, just looking at the RSI in the 12-hour, it's way down here. It has divergence, so it's probably going to bounce right here. So the worst case scenario from the bullish side is this, an ABC right now. From the bullish side, ABC. You don't want it to break the low, and it can do that. They can't do sea legs like that. Okay, Bitcoin does sea legs like that too, or it's 1-2. This is what you're gonna, if this is 1-2 and it's going down impulsively like that, this is going to need to probably retrace a fairly significant amount right here, guys. So let's say that's it. If you want to see it probably do a decent retrace, 50% at least in 618. The higher it goes up, the more likelihood it would be a second wave. But honestly, guys, I mean, looking at it, going back over the overall picture of it, just going down here and looking at the RSI, it's still, you're not out of the woods yet with Cardano. You're not. It still has some work to do. And I would just be patient with it, guys. Start seeing some bullish activity, see what's going on with it. That's my take on it. It doesn't look too bad, in my opinion. The only time I'd start getting concerned with Cardano is when it starts breaking those lows. And then if it does break those lows, then you have to look at, is it this the fifth wave? It made a huge fourth wave in time compared to this second wave, because this is the second wave right here. Second wave took, you're looking at a second wave that took, let's see, how long? 4 days. And now you're looking at, and fourth waves can't take this long. So it bounced up. That fourth wave right there took 21 days. So that's reasonable, 21 days. But now you're going to count this whole thing as a fourth wave over here. It start and right there. That doesn't make much sense to me that all this a fourth wave, guys. It's because you got 5, and is this a 2? A, B, C? It could be. Let's take a look at that. Do a retrace more or less on that. Hit 786. It could be 1-2, and then it's going back down. That's an option. So guys, I wouldn't sweat it too much right now until it starts breaking these lows of 41 cents. And then the next step was 37 cents, in my opinion. And then the bottom of the box is 30 cents. I would not be concerned with Cardano until then, guys. Once it breaks those areas, then we could probably start talking about 12 cents, in my opinion. Now, if it breaks those areas, this is probably going to come down nice and deep down here in the RSI. And personally, if it's down there below this blue colored area, then that would be another spot to probably start looking at it. But let's look at the retrace on this leg, because I would say it's a fourth wave. You're looking at a retrace. Where did it retrace to? Look at that. It's right at 0.382. Logarithmic Fibonacci. It's hanging right out there at 0.382 or 38%. That's fourth wave territory, guys. And if this is a fourth wave, probably 50% would even be the next step. 618 on a fourth to 13 cents. 618 doesn't even get down to 12 cents yet, guys. So I meant, look, I wouldn't sweat it too much. I think it's just a little hyperbolic to say that Cardano is going 12 cents, and it's just people panicking. They see red candles right now, and then they watch the Fed meeting, and then next thing you know, there's like everything's going down again, and it is going down. But corrections are part of the process of like here it went down, and then I was trying to explain this to somebody that when the assets are going up like this, there was bad news all through here probably. there's bad news, but nobody was paying attention to it because everybody was happy. Now it's going down, 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 and the bad news in the media is what is it? It's more in mind with a lot of people that are in the crypto or in the markets, or they're like, oh my gosh, this. But over here, they don't care because everything's going up. They don't pay, I think, it could have been like, oh, there's a recession here, and there could be this bad news here, and oh, this company, crypto company, lost a bunch of money, blah, blah, blah. And it just kept going up, and nobody pays attention to it because it keeps going up. And it's over here. Now it's going down. And one, little thing of bad news, like, oh, Mount Gox, and it's got to go down here. And then the Fed says this, it's got to go down here. So it's a psychology thing. It's a mental thing that's going back and forth on with some people that are investing or getting into the crypto space and just panicking a little bit on crypto Twitter. Just set your numbers, have your numbers, like here's your first step for me. Like I said, I'm going to say it again. I've been waiting for Cardano to get to low 30s. I've been waiting a long time, and it hasn't hit that yet. Once it gets down there, okay, maybe we could talk about 27 or 26 cents or something like that. But 12 cents, I don't see it. It's not on the table yet, in my opinion. All right, guys, you made it all the way to the end of my video. Do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.